Okay, this one is going to be a little short. I just saw a video which is pretty interesting. On November 6th, on a Sabbath, the world leaders are going to sign a treaty that is going to stand for 7 years. That treaty is about saving the world, the planet. You know, it's a Paris Accord on steroids. And from what I know is when they say peace and security, sudden destruction shall come upon them. And what we're experiencing right now, not that I'm saying it's going to happen like that, but I have my, not fears, but my hopes that it won't happen. The earthquakes in La Palma is intensifying. We are now experiencing earthquakes at 5.0, and the experts I have heard are anticipating 6.0 earthquakes. A couple of decades ago, the USGS, US Geological Survey, downgraded the magnitude scale, one numeric value, because they knew, of course they knew, that there will be earthquakes in diverse places, and these earthquakes are the birth pains, which entail is going to intensify. So in order not to have red numbers, danger, 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 on the USGS website and make people all freak out over the power of the earthquakes, they downgraded them one numeric value in order so that when we have a 7, they say it's a 6. And if you have noticed, they always, after an earthquake, they always downgrade it. Have you noticed that? You think that is for the fun of it? Those seismographs they have placed in the various zones where they're monitoring earthquakes, they're not telling a lie. So why are we downgrading? I know why. As I just told you, they don't want to raise panic. So, as I wrote to my mother-in-law, and they shall say peace and security, and sudden La Palma shall come upon them. Could that be a possibility? Sudden. La Palma is not going to raise a flag and say, hey, I am going to drop into the ocean here in 3 weeks from now. No, it's not. It's going to just say, done. It's going to break off. And as I've said, the volcano is not an island, it's a volcanic lip. It's sitting on top of a tube, floating basically on the surface of the Atlantic Ocean. It's kind of like a balloon on a stick. At any given time, that could go into the ocean. And with the lava flow keep seeping towards the west, towards the coast, the weight of that part of the lip is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Okay? So that plays a role too. And all it takes is that fissure to collapse. And then that thing is going to go into the sea. Maybe the whole bloody island or the volcanic lip is going to go into the sea. We don't know. It could be the whole bloody thing, because it's not an island. It's not grounded on the surface, or the seafloor, like a mountain. It's not a mountain. It's a volcanic tube forming an island, just like what is happening in Japan right now, which is giving ship traffic a huge problem. Plus, nuclear power plants are having a huge problem sucking in water because of all the pumice there is in the water, clogging up their pumps. This is not a drill, people. And I would suggest you pray for these people. You also pray for the East Coast and the West Coast of Northern Europe, and also for the West Coast of Africa. This one goes, we are looking at countless of millions of lost lives. And unfortunately, many of those will not see God, not in the way that they hope so. And we should pray for them. That's just what I'm saying. The link to this video is below. If you don't want to hear the whole thing, you can go to 28 minutes and then start listening. I believe, and I've said it many times, it goes into alignment with the Daniel timeline. It also goes into what Jesus said on the Mount of Olives. He said clearly that this generation shall not pass away until all these things has been fulfilled. He's speaking about the generation that returned to Israel after World War II. That generation are in their 80s now. They are not going to go to the new Jubilee. Then they will be 120 and 130 years old. They won't live that long. So it's now. Period. Now. And it fits with the Daniel timeline. Everything fits. But again, you can't just lean back and say, oh yeah, okay, it's going to be the rapture on Saturday, on the Sabbath. We don't know. We don't know that. It will be at the appointed time our Lord is setting. And we don't know that day or the hour. Not even Jesus knows the day or the hour for his return. Only the Father knows. So we shouldn't be guessing. All we should do is prepare. Prepare our mind, prepare our heart, prepare our soul, and look up for your redemption draw nigh. That's all I have to say. God bless you.